So Marjorie Taylor Greene is back in the news, and she's in the news because she has now gone full authoritarian. So this is in Raw Story here. Listen to what she said. This is at some, Republican event here. Listen to what she says, but more importantly, like how casually she floats this idea.
The United States doesn't want to acknowledge this biological grandchild, won't even acknowledge it, and so Hunter Biden's hiding out in the White House. Here's what I found out this week. There is a website, you may or may not have heard about it, called Pornhub. It is a disgusting porn website. As a matter of fact, it should be illegal. I don't even know why it exists.
Pornhub should be illegal. Quote, I don't know why it even exists. She wants to ban online porn. She wants to ban online porn. Remember, this is from the people who claim, freedom, bro, I'm all about freedom. Get the government out of my life. They hate big government tyranny unless it's the big government stepping in to make sure you don't jack off.
But Hunter Biden used to have multiple accounts on this Pornhub pornography sex website.
First of all, I have no idea if that's true. Second of all, even if it is true, who cares? Who cares? I care a lot more about the shady, corrupt business deals going on with Hunter Biden. I also care a lot more about the shady, corrupt business deals going on with Jared Kushner, a guy who took $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Does she care about that? No. Well, to be clear, she cares about it when it's Hunter, although apparently she cares about the sex stuff more. But with Jared, he gets a total pass. He gets a total pass. Why? Because he's on the red team. Yay! Red team gets to do whatever they want. Hooray! This is Marjorie Taylor Greene's ideology, or lack thereof.
And these aren't accounts where he could go watch pornography. These are accounts where he posted his sex videos.
Who cares, bro? Who cares? Yeah, Hunter Biden fucks. We all know that. That's been made perfectly clear.
Like the ones that are on the Hunter Biden laptop. This week, I found out, you want to know what? He still has an account on Pornhub.
It seems like she's been doing deep research on this. Hunter Biden's cock. Search. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It seems like she's done some deep personal research, and it looks like she checks in on a regular basis. You know what I found out this week? You know what I found out yesterday at 2:14 p.m.? Like, this is... And by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene, remember this, guys. She had an affair with her workout buddy, her, personal trainer. And that dude was apparently a tantric sex guru, and she cheated on her husband with that guy. Now, you're going to call for banning online porn when you're guilty of something that's arguably, and I wouldn't even say arguably, I'd say it was definitely way worse. Cheating on your spouse. I'd be curious to hear her thoughts on that, right? I'd be curious to hear if she thinks, yeah, we should ban that. But make an exception for me, but ban that. It's unbelievable. Like, she's a pervert in her own respect, and she's over here like, do you believe Hunter Biden has sex and sometimes records it? By the way, again, I might be giving her too much credit here. I have no idea if that's even true, that he has a Pornhub thing. But again, even if he does, I don't care. The only thing that would make me care about that is if he has, this porn thing and he posts videos and there was no consent from the other parties. That I would understand is outrageous and not okay, and that falls in the category of revenge porn, which is illegal in some states. But I don't know, there's no indication of that whatsoever, and she's certainly not making that case, and I haven't seen any evidence to that effect. So what are we even talking about here other than you being a petty authoritarian and wanting to prevent people from jacking off? Well, there's an old saying that might apply here. From my cold, dead hands. All right, Marjorie Taylor Greene, if you want to force people to stop jacking off, you need to get their hand off their cold, hard dick. I'm trying here, guys. Bear with me.
Where his videos are posted. It is still live and active. This is the son of the President of the United States.
She's, again, more concerned about this than she is about the business dealings. She's more concerned about this than she is about Jared Kushner selling out to the tune of $2 billion to Saudi Arabia. By the way, Trump had all those classified documents. What was he keeping them for? And then he tried to hide them from the federal government. Why were you hiding them? Why were you hiding them? And then he also took probably tens of millions of dollars from the Saudi government for the Live Golf Tour events at his courses. I don't know, it seems pretty curious that you have all these direct business dealings for tremendous amounts of money with the Saudi government. Your son-in-law took $2 billion, and what, did they get nothing in return for that? Have you been slipping them information? And by the way, we don't even need to go to this extent, which admittedly is speculation. There's plenty of things we know just at face value, which are horrendous and terrible and bad and illegal. But again, she's focused more on Hunter Biden's cock and balls.
Hunter Biden is the most disgusting, vile, embarrassment, piece of trash. And that is what is a reflection on our country. And they attacked President Trump and his family? I don't care how people vote, Republican, Democrat, Independent, non-political, whatever. That fact right there should be so offensive to every single American that we do something about it.
Again, notice how it all comes back to like personal behavior, salacious stuff. It's amazing to me because in a world that made sense, really nobody cares about any of that stuff because that has no bearing whatsoever on how good you govern as a politician or as a president. And by the way, with Hunter, he's not in the Biden administration. With Jared Kushner, he was in the Trump administration. Trump surrounded himself with his family members with rank nepotism. When you look at somebody like Hillary Clinton, if Hillary had won and put, Chelsea in her cabinet, these guys would have flipped out and said it's corruption and said it's nepotism and said it's horrible. But when Trump does it, it totally overlooks it. And again, she diverts right back to Hunter Biden's dick. This is the thing that's most embarrassing to you. You know what's most embarrassing to me? The scandal that just came out about the Supreme Court. They have no ethics rules. There's no laws governing their actions. And they're being brazenly corrupt in the most rank way imaginable, where Clarence Thomas is just a representative of the billionaire with Nazi memorabilia, Harlan Crow. You have Justice Gorsuch being immensely corrupt and having some billionaire with a bunch of cases in front of the court. That guy's buying his properties at over the value of what the property is. You have all these people who are just doing the bidding of the corporatocracy. And again, none of that is mentioned here. What's mentioned is that Hunter Biden has sex. That's all that's mentioned. And it's like, who cares, man? Who cares? You, Marjorie Taylor Greene, cheated on your husband with a tantric sex guru. You're in no position to lecture anybody about anything in the realm of personal behavior. But this is all they have. But again, I don't want to divert from the main point here, which is what? She wants to ban online porn. She said it should be banned. She said that Pornhub should be banned. Really? Really? Well, don't ever talk again about big government tyranny. Don't ever talk again about how I'm in favor of small government and liberty and freedom. Because I can't imagine anything that is more authoritarian than that. I mean, you want to talk about people's most private moments by themselves, not hurting anybody else, and you want to come in there and say, no, I'm not allowing it. And she thinks it's such a common sense position, the way she smugly lays it out there. Like, everybody agrees with this. Do you have any idea? If a political party banned online porn, that political party will lose for a generation. For a generation. People have it hard enough as is, man. Not being able to pay the bills, not being able to afford health care, debt out the wazoo. People have so many problems, and you're going to take away one of the few outlets people have. Good luck with that. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.